Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all, living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chilling with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. I wanna fall. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all, living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chilling with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough.
And we are here, present and accounted for. It looks like everything's good. Mike, give him a quick audio test. Yep, I'm glad I did that because you're not coming through and it's my fault. Properties. Yep. And I'm so glad that we did that quick test because now you should say something again.
Yo.
And we're good. All right. I'm glad we did that. Good morning, everybody. Flameser, Arcade. Much love to everybody who's watching. Everybody here with us. We're live on Twitch and we're live on YouTube. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. This is a trip. You know, I do this every episode because this is something special. Like I don't easily just move on from how special this is. This all started from a hashtag and a tweet.
Like, yeah, facts.
Like this started from a hashtag and a tweet. And now we're on episode 4 of our bi-weekly Backlog Barbarians. As Mike likes to say, this is where you come and unburden yourself. And
Yes, free your mind.
Free yourself, man. I hope everybody showed up with your list of games that you're working on and want to recommend. Hey, with the super chat.
Fame.
Good morning, Level 1 Gaming. Oh, Julian's back.
Oh, Jules. He's coming back. He's coming back to join the Warriors. Okay.
Look, man. I thought I was gonna have to bump our way back to Coney. No, but look, man, yo, man, I'm loving this.
This is great.
This so much. You don't understand. This is so dope. We got another regular. We got a regular with the Backlog Barbarians.
Man, I love it. I hope he continues to come back.
And you know what's so dope, right? I knew we all been kind of running. I'm trying to get the screen right so he's on camera too. Okay, but we've been running a lot of a specific game. We're gonna talk. Let's get through the introductions and everything. Let's pay the bills and then we're gonna get going. But this is so dope. Okay, so folks, welcome to another episode of Backlog Barbarians, a show centered around what games we are playing and what games we need to finish. Because most gamers these days have a massive backlog of games. Now, quick introduction into who we are. Let's start with our guest who's turning into a permanent host.
Hopefully.
Let's start with Julian. Julian, let the folks know who you are and what you do.
What's going on? I think I said this last time, but my name is Julian Harris. I do some writing and videos for the Game Fanatics, and then I also have my own site where I do a little bit of the same called True Nerd, TRUNRD.com. I've been in the space for about 12 years. Mostly on the kind of the review media side, but I also worked at Xbox for a couple years before they
dawn on them. Yeah, let these folks. No, you gotta let folks.
That was a light flex.
No, you gotta let these folks know it's more than just like when you speak, you got some weight behind it because clearly that's one of the big dogs out here. And
go play this. That's the game I worked on. Go play that.
See,
I got a story about that game. But go ahead, carry on.
No, that's the end. It was just happened to be sitting here, so I picked it up.
Oh, okay,
just like flex, like this is the game I worked on. Go play it.
I'm gonna intro myself, and I want to talk to you about that game real quick, man. For all of those who don't know, I am Geek Life Mike. I am second here on the Backlog Barbarian show. I'm also the senior gaming editor at gstylemag.com. I talk games. I check out games. I go places to bring games to you. I talk about games. I love games. I play on Xbox. I play on PC. I play on PlayStation. I play on Switch. The Backlog Barbarians is platform agnostic. Okay? So everybody put your controllers up. It doesn't matter which controller it is. Put your controller up. All right? And we talk games here. Yeah. So we are platform agnostic. So come join us. Come talk these games. Free your mind. I am the Morpheus of the show. And my colleague Baron is the Neo of this all. So he's the one. So Baron,
who struggles the most?
Yeah, he needs the most help.
That's why I'm the one. But yes, folks, I am Baron J67 or Baron. Well, I should have did that the other way. I'm clearly tired. I'm Baron or Baron J67. But yes, I am the communications director over here at LV1 Gaming, and I will say that this has been the most cathartic thing ever. I know I say this every week, but I mean it. This is seriously a place. It's an extra therapy session for me. And the cool thing is this is centered around games and talking with folks who only play games. So this is awesome space, and I'm glad you guys are here. So first off, I want to do a quick thank you to all of our Patreon and YouTube members. You guys help keep the lights on here at LV1 Gaming. And then it's time to pay the bills because, of course, I got my Vega headset from Avid. And if you're looking for a top quality wired gaming headset that won't break your pockets, check out the Vega headset from Avid. For $60, you can have a comfortable quality audio experience. And if you use code LV1 Gaming, you will get 10% off and free shipping. The link is in the description, and I will post it in the chat eventually because, once again, I'm running on autopilot. But this is the part that we like to do, and I want folks in the chat, especially if you've been watching us for these past couple of episodes, I want you to go ahead and let us know the games you have completed since your
put them in the chat.
Yeah, put them in the chat. Let us know so we can have this conversation. And I'm gonna go ahead and start with our guest because I know he ain't completed nothing because there's something that's been out and I've been watching him stream it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with him.
But also, aside from just letting us know what you completed, let us know what games you're working on and any and all suggestions in terms of what we should probably work on, because this is also a place where we're trying to learn, what games we should be playing, because there's so much of it out there in terms of the games that are available to us. We might miss a gem or two.
Yeah.
Simply because we just don't know. So throw those in the chat, the game that you're completing, anything you're working on, or anything that we should play, and we'll get to it.
Yep.
Cool. So what I completed? I didn't complete anything.
Yeah.
What you playing?
What you playing?
So I am playing Black Ops 6. Started with the multiplayer. I just started the campaign last night. Because I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. I heard it's probably one of the best in not even in recent years, in a long time.
Really?
So yeah, been hopping on that. Have been playing. I played a little bit of Dragon Ball Sparking Zeros. And you know what else got me? The Pokemon trading card game on the app.
Wow.
Wait, did my camera go away?
No, you here?
Okay,
you're here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just make sure.
Keep.
Yeah. What else did I'm actually pulling it up right now. Still kind of chugging away. I only got to jump into Hellblade 2 a little bit, but I think I'm the majority of the way through that. It's kind of hard because games keep coming out. I think this is a horrible time to be to try to complete anything.
You ain't kidding.
Like I was late to this. So I'm washing bottles, making coffee, doing family stuff. But I'm going to finish Hellblade, and I'm gonna say I'm going to finish the Black Ops 6 campaign by the next year.
Let me stop you real quick. This is not a house of shame. The shame only falls on me, and that's because I have Megaton level issues. But you are in a safe space. You are not alone.
You are not. Free yourself.
Free yourself. Do not feel shame in this. Sit back, relax, speak openly. This is a safe space for people with backlog. We are backlog barbarians. We, not you. We. You are not alone.
All of us.
All of us.
That's great to hear.
Yes. Look, people,
free your mind.
Free yourself. People in the chat.
Consider this therapy, brother.
Yeah, man. No, feel no shame. Feel no shame. We got folks in the chat. We got people talking about Arcade, talking about Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC, God of War Ragnarok, Call of Duty. We got Dallas. What up, Dallas? What up, Game Advice? What up, Arcade? Good morning, everybody.
And New World Eternum.
You're playing the console version. I haven't. Is it cross progression?
I have to. I have to.
Did you never? Okay,
I didn't play it on PC.
Oh, okay. I played the hell out of that game on PC. I think I put in like 200 hours in the beta. Like it was bad. Yeah, like all right. Oh, that might be a little dramatic. I'll say 60 hours for sure.
Well, because I guess the difference is on console. Then I'll let you go. But the console, it's not really it's not the same. There are people out in the world, but it's made so that you can play through the entire campaign by yourself. If you want to, you can play with up to. I think you can play with up to 3 other people, but they kind of made it that way.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, that is kind of fire.
I mean, that gave that game legs. Then is it offline as well?
You might have to be online.
Okay. Look, I was giving them too much credit. I started getting like, hey, wait a minute. Like they turned this into an RPG solo experience. Let's go. But Mike,
Yo,
what have you completed? What you got going on?
I'm gonna get into that in a quick second.
Yes.
Jules, the reason why I was asking you about Dust Falls, because I saw that you brought that up. I was actually at the original pre-release party at the Microsoft store in New York with the developers. I played that game. I played that game very, very early, long before its release. And it's just so funny that you brought that up because I was at that party. It was like a really big thing.
Yeah.
And like we sat there like for hours playing this game. And I usually don't play narrative, story driven, kind of wordsy games, so to speak, like, those telltale kind of games.
Yeah.
But this one, for some reason, I thoroughly enjoyed because we all got in on it. It was like an entire group event.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I wound up playing as Dusk Falls. I was like, yo, that's crazy that he actually worked on the game. That's dope. I just want to throw that out there. I was at that party. And then I think did they win something at the Game Awards last year?
I want to say they did. Yeah,
they won games for Impact that year.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I have pictures with the developers and all of that day. It was a cool event, man.
Wait, so
shout out
Julian,
to you, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so Julian out here, just working on award-winning games, no big deal.
Yeah, that's
like work.
Maybe I'll get back one day. Maybe I'll get
look
back
something small. Oh, something small. He's like, a little award-winning game.
I just want to give you your flowers on that one.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's dope. Back to the games at hand. Yeah. So, I had text Baron. I'm going to start off with that because I've been kind of on a 2D platformer like kind of wave. So I've just been, having a lot of fun with those. So right now there's a game that I've been playing called Retro Realms Arcade. I don't know if anybody has heard of it, but it's a game, at least right now, because they're going to make additions to it later on. It's just basically, they're little 2D, they're short games, about an hour and a half to complete the full game. And it's 2 games right now, but basically, it's like set in like all of our favorite old horror movies from the 80s. And you can play as, well, in the first 2 installments, it's Jason. So you're just killing everybody in that game. And then you play with Ash from Ash versus Evil Dead.
Let's go.
So
do you get the boomstick and the chainsaw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now, those are the first 2 games. So I finished both of those. I would say I think it's like $20. I would say just go to Steam, go get that game. It's a ton of fun. Retro Realms Arcade, big fun.
I have that. I have codes for that. Let me check that.
Yeah, that game is big fun, man.
I heard codes.
Yeah, pass off. Yo, that game is surprisingly fun. So remember, I said it, Retro Realms Arcade. I finished the Black Ops 6 campaign. Definitely, probably the best campaign I've ever played in Call of Duty. I have to say. So shout out to Treyarch, Microsoft, Raven, those guys over there. Incredible job with that campaign, because I do not play Call of Duty multiplayer. I don't want no smoke, so I'm good on that. I have to go back in it because I want to get into zombies. I always had fun with zombies, and it looks like they've really kind of elevated the world in zombies, and I'm looking forward to playing that. So I'm going to be getting back into that. So that's Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I finally started Shadow of the Erd Tree. So I've been going around rotating games. So Shadow of the Erd Tree, that's the DLC for Elden Ring. I at least want to have played it, as we get closer to the Game Awards, so that way if it wins, I could say I played that shit. And then the last game is the ongoing saga that is Octopath Traveler 2. Like you see behind me, that game is turning out to be a lot longer than I anticipated because there's so much to do. So I'm already about 40, 50 hours in, and I
Easy.
feel like I've gotten nowhere. It's that
Easy.
involved. It's
And
that involved.
ooh, man.
Yeah, man. It's that involved.
And that's funny. We'll get into that in a bit. The topic of RPGs and the scope of them and whatnot. We'll get into that a little bit. But first, I want to just welcome everybody in. Tal, Flameser, Nisa. Excuse me. Much love, everybody. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with us. But for me, so I can't believe I forgot this because I would have put it in the background. It was a short experience, but it was an experience nonetheless. I'll start with this one. I completed Gris. The people who made the game that just released called Never, I completed their first title, Gris, and I legitimately cried playing this damn game. Like, especially at the very end. It gets really heavy and really intense. And the funny thing is there's no words. It's a not a visual novel. It is a platformer, and there's plenty of puzzles for you to solve, and it's pretty dope the way they use gravity and flipping the world upside down, and as you progress, there's different abilities you get throughout the world, and you're bringing color back into your life, and just but yeah, man. Look, as people are saying, Dallas and Flameser, Gris, yeah, Nisa. Like, if you've never played Gris, please go and play it. It's on Game Pass.
I'm literally adding that as we speak.
Bro, it just I don't want to give up the story, but there like it because if you explain any of it, you kind of give it away. It's one of those situations, if that makes any sense. But what I can say is you're bringing color back into your world, and it just is going through a lot of different emotions, and each area is a different feel. And I feel like I'm horribly describing it, but it was a magical experience. And what was dope was it was a good palate cleanser after I beat Rise of the Ronin. Rise of the Ronin did that thing that we talked about last time, where you think you're done and then you're not done. And it does it a few times. Like, there's so many moments where you're like, oh, this is the end of the game. It's not the end of the game. And it's not bad, but as a backlog barbarian, it is bad. It's a roadblock as a backlog barbarian.
You want to add that to the notch.
Yeah, I'm trying to add that to the list, and it's like, yeah, oh, I got another chapter, another 10, 15 hours, and that's with me speed running. And what's so dope is with that game, and we're gonna talk about it more during our big showcase, our big celebration next week. But it has so many different elements to it, and it truly is a spiritual successor to Way of the Samurai and Tenchu Z. Like, if you've been looking for a Tenchu game, or at least Tenchu Z, I like to say Tenchu Z because that was more of an open world experience with the multiplayer components. Like, it's bigger, like grander scale, not so much niche assassins. Like, you kind of run around just doing what you want. If you're looking for that, Rise of the Ronin on PlayStation is definitely the way to play. And then, of course, I believe it's going to be upgraded with the PS5 Pro, but that's a whole nother thing. But I put this on the list because, in my opinion, this is a completion thing. I prestiged in Call of Duty multiplayer.
I was there when you were doing it.
Look, it happened. I did it. I feel like that accomplished something. That means I went to level 55 plus and hit the reset button and got an achievement. I was rewarded for my time. And just like I'm gonna add Call of Duty to the list again when I beat the story mode, because I completed something. It's done. Like, well, it's not done because I think there's like 10 levels of prestiging, which means you got to go to level 55 plus twice or 10 times before you can fully. Yeah, and I don't know if I'm gonna do all that because because you only get to unlock one thing after each prestige, and I'm like, I don't like. You
Yeah,
find
I
your
think the
favorite.
most I've done it was twice.
Yeah, see that even that sounds crazy, but once again, we're not shaming. It's backlog. So,
Yeah, yeah. I think the important thing, to it all is, if you can complete it, great. But ultimately, I think the goal is that just play something. You
yes,
know, so I think I don't want to I don't want anybody to feel like if you haven't completed it, you ain't shit.
no, because
Like
no, I'm keep going. I'm sorry.
no. I wasn't saying that you were implying that at all, but
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, yo, pick up the controller and go play something.
yeah, it's so many games out here, man.
Yeah.
Gaming is alive and well, and it's the industry may not be thriving, but gaming is thriving. There's plenty of games to play. I mean,
Plenty.
plenty. I still got some shameful titles on my list that will be completed eventually. I still haven't started Metaphor. Well, we could get to that in a second, but
Yeah.
actually, this going into the RPG thing. Because Rise of the Ronin definitely had a lot of RPG mechanics. You get to pick your different build and whatnot. And then you're talking about Octopath, and it just how do you deal with the scope of RPGs? And do you when you start do you start them over when you haven't played in a while? Like I know for me, anytime I go in and try to boot back up Dragon Age Inquisition, I usually start it over. Every time. Like I never just pick it up from where I last left off. I always start it over again. How do you guys handle that with RPGs? Julian, do you play a lot of
Yeah.
RPGs?
Yes. So I was a huge RPG guy back in the day, starting with like actually even before that, I think Pokemon got a lot of people my age into RPGs, but
Same.
Final Fantasy VII. But I don't restart because in many cases, so like I'm one of those people that tries to grind as much as possible so I can get through stuff as easy as possible. So when I jump back in, I just go and kind of grind a little bit to get a feel for all the mechanics. Um, if I need to get a refresh on the story, depending on how long it's been, then I'll just go to YouTube. But I think RPGs are just way too big for me to start over if I ever think about kind of. And it's crazy because when I was in college, like I remember Mass Effect, maybe the first one.
Mhm.
I beat it like 4 times because I finished it, and then someone else told me that somebody died that didn't have to die, and I was like, "Wait a minute, what?" So I
Let me
went
go
back.
through this again.
Like, hold on.
I had no idea, so I went back through and played it again until I got like everybody. But I don't have that time anymore, so I'm not starting RPGs over.
For me, it depends. For me, it depends on the game.
Mhm.
I have done it because sometimes, like, I'll start an RPG over, and then I'll be better off with the replay than I started originally because there are things that I missed. I may not have I may not have had full focus because of the euphoria of the game. Like that happened to me with Final Fantasy X. I had played it and I hadn't played it in a while, and I could have easily picked up at where I was, and I would have been able to kind of get back to where I was, but something told me to just start it over, and I ended up starting it all over, and I wound up having a better run. Because I already understood a lot of the mechanics, I wound up getting a lot of the ultimate weapons, and I ended up having a lot more fun. Now, the thing that sucked was that I beat the game a lot easier because I was so powerful, but it felt good to get all of those. Like whoever's played Final Fantasy X till its entirety understands like what getting those ultimate weapons are. Especially like
Walkers.
Riku's ultimate weapon when you have to dodge the lightning bolts. Yo, bro. Or the chocobo run for Tidus's weapon. Yo, bro. So yes, I do start over, but it depends on the game. Like
And
I'm never playing Tears of the Kingdom ever again after I finish that.
you
Like it's way too involved.
you know what? Now that you mention that, I haven't went back to Breath of the Wild.
I'm never
Uh
playing that again.
And I beat that on accident. I don't know if I told that here. I beat Breath of the Wild on accident. So I figured out that using the bow made life so much easier. So I'd go around fighting the Leonard dudes, the lion horse dudes, over and over to farm their bows. Then I went to every area and was just going by different elemental arrows. Then I made my way to the castle because I had a bunch of arrows and stuff, and I was like, oh, let me just walk around and collect the loot on the outside. So I'm climbing around, collecting loot, grabbing items, and then I was like, oh, I can walk into the castle. Cool, let's go in this way. Walked in and started the final boss fight. Like, and I heard that you could just get to the final boss, but it didn't register. That's what I was doing. I only beat one of the great spirits in that game. Like, I've literally only cleared one of the two major bosses. The Great Spirit of the Sand, and then the final boss with Ganon. Like, that's it. Like, that's but I can't see myself going back in to beat everybody else. Like, that was so much work. Much damn work.
I got all 120 temples.
Ooh.
Bro, I got Ganon's horse. I got.
I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah, yeah. I got Princess. Yeah, I got Princess. Yeah, Princess Zelda's horse. So much that I did in that. I there was no element of that game that I did not complete. You know, so going back and playing that again, I would have to be out of my mind bored to do that, and I don't think I could ever get that bored again. Tears of the Kingdom, yeah. Tears of the Kingdom, yeah. Tears of the Kingdom. You know, as great a game as it is, I don't find it. I didn't find it to be as much fun as Breath of the Wild because it's kind of a been there, done that thing. It doesn't change much. There are elements of the game that they added that make it a different game, but it's not that much different. So after I finish that, I'm not going back to that again. Some games are just too involved. Like Final Fantasy VII, the remake, I will not start that over. You know, it's just too involved. It would take entirely too long. And like Julian said, I just don't have the time, nor do I want to devote the time to it. So certain games are one and done. It just depends. Like I replayed Lost Odyssey.
Okay.
I've been jumping back into that every day.
That intro was amazing.
You know, yeah. It's definitely one of the greatest RPGs that was available on the Xbox 360 for those, you know, who are Square Enix, Final Fantasy fans. Go play Lost Odyssey. I'll leave it at that.
I want to say that was it does. I want to say that was one of the first games I saw where the transition from cinematics to gameplay was almost seamless. Like, and it took me a second to realize I was playing the game now. Like that intro, like at least go watch the intro, folks, so you can know what I'm talking about. Because it's full Square Enix grand scale, and then you are thrown right into it. Like it's pretty dope the way they do. It's memorable. The fact that that's
it's a beautiful game.
Yeah, like it still holds up.
Right now, but it probably holds up better now than it did then.
Yeah,
I think Lost Odyssey was a lot more obscure back then. It was really just for RPG fans, like or really Final Fantasy fans. If you weren't really playing Final Fantasy or a lot of RPGs, you probably would not have played Lost Odyssey. But now, a lot more people have access to certain games they wouldn't have otherwise played, and Lost Odyssey is one of those games. I think it's like $10 now in the Microsoft Store. So definitely go cop that.
Oh yeah, if I ever see a physical of it, I'm gonna pick it up for sure.
Oh, good luck.
I still have it physical, I think.
Oh, you lucky bastard!
Just stunting on folks, man.
I bought it like
I said, him on the show no more. I was
huge into RPGs, so like back then, trying to find anything on Xbox, because I eventually got a PlayStation 3, but it was a while, so I was like, oh, I need to grab this. I need to grab this. And then every time I thought about like trading in, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this.
Oh man, you know what? Okay, this might be just a me thing because I'm me, and this show was built to help me. Um, but how many? What's the most? How do I? I'm trying to figure out how to ask this. I'm still sleepy. I'm tired, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. How many times have you purchased one game? Like to give an example for me, Sid Meier's Pirates. I hope I
Okay.
still have the physical, but I've bought that game at least 3 times. And I was one of them kids who didn't know no better and would go and like trade in his stuff to
Mhm.
get more stuff. And I regret it, and I get sick to my stomach when I think about it. I wish there was some other collectors or gamers in my life who would have been like, no, don't do it. Like, no, nobody said no. And then, the folks at the stop store, they took it with pride. Here's your little 15% boost, but we're not here for that. But yeah, so Sid Meier's Pirates I've bought 3 times. The Getaway on PlayStation 2 I've bought twice.
That was my shit, The Getaway.
Okay,
Yeah.
That was my shit.
let me tell y'all, for those who don't know, The Getaway was so revolutionary. It had a minimalist HUD. There was when you were driving in the world, the blinkers on your car told you which way to go.
Yo.
When you would get shot, when you would progressively walk slower, you would hold your guns different. You would be injured. Like if you were holding a two-handed gun like a shotgun or a rifle, you would be swinging it and limping because you were bloodied up. And the game,
I
Marky
need to.
boy,
Did I
Marky
play
boy.
this?
Hey,
Hold
he was
on.
like, "Hello, Marky boy." Like, hey,
Yeah.
that game is legendary.
Legendary. And you want to know what's crazy? I don't think it would translate well today as a remake. But go play the original.
I
Yo,
got
if
it
you
in the
can
closet.
get Getaway somewhere, yo,
Go
go
get it.
play that game.
You know
I
what?
think
Oh,
go ahead, I'm sorry. No, I'm done, I'm done.
No, I was just gonna say back then, like I'm looking at this now, I remember this. I didn't play it, but they had so many like driving heist games back. So you had Driver, then you had the Getaway, and of course you had
Grand
like
Theft.
Grand Theft. Like yeah, they was like pretty popular back then.
It's a
Like that
genre
style.
Yes.
that genre it's almost gone. It's like
Yeah.
non-existent nowadays.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And it wouldn't translate well today, because then it would just be basically everything because of the popularity of GTA. Now it would be considered a GTA clone
Yeah.
or some sort of knockoff of GTA. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't translate well. But the Getaway. Even back then, I think Grand Theft Auto 3 was around. I think
Yes.
was it San Andreas.
It was either San Andreas
Um,
or 3 for sure.
So um which one was it that was on PS2? Was that San Andreas?
Yes.
Found it.
Oh shit, he has
Look
it.
at this guy. Wait.
So-
Is that wait, don't show me the sticker again. Don't show me the sticker. I know that it was part of Hollywood Video.
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah.
Game Crazy?
Yeah. I had a receipt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's go. Game Crazy was everything, man. Hollywood Video, rest in peace.
yeah.
Oh man, but no. So for me, there's a couple of games like don't ask me. Okay, so I bought Skyrim
Oh yeah, of course.
like 5 times, and then I didn't fully beat it until I got it on Switch. How crazy is that? I've bought
That
it
is
for
crazy.
I bought it for every generation. I played look. Don't the amount of hours I put in that game is silly, but I finally took the time to beat the story. It was on my Switch, the Switch version of it. I should
I
have
don't think
waited.
I beat it.
Yeah, which is understandable.
Yeah.
I get it, and that's why you're a backlog barbarian. Well,
That's
'cause I
why
bought
you
it-
are bumping.
I think I bought it like 3 times, and then GTA about 3 times. GTA 5, I mean.
The Warriors I bought 3 times. The Warriors, that was another game that I bought multiple times. Sid Meier's Pirates, The Warriors, The Getaway. There's an obscure title called Ark the Lad on PlayStation 2.
I remember Ark the Lad.
Mhm.
I bought that multiple times. I even have it installed on my PS5 right now. But yeah, those are the games where I've bought multiple times.
I don't think I've bought mini games multiple times as much as I've bought them multiple times for different platforms.
Okay.
I don't think, yeah, I don't think I've bought mini games multiple times. Can't say that I have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I probably should. You know what
Do remakes count? Or like either remastered or remake?
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't know. But yeah, it kind of is. It kind of counts.
Remake. We'll do it. But let's go to the chat because once again, these are like shameful things that I'm afraid to admit. But I feel like we really be freeing folks because look at how many people.
Are coming clean.
Like, I'm still shocked about that Mario thing. I thought I was gonna be like one of like a million. There's so many people who haven't beat Mario. But okay, so we got Dallas with Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Skyrim, KOTOR. KOTOR is another one I bought at least twice. I bought that game twice. KOTOR was
I never played KOTOR.
It's a good one. It's a good one. If you like Mass Effect in terms of the way you interact with people and the RPG side of Mass Effect, not so much the shooting, obviously, you'll like KOTOR. And then the story is just solid. But Dallas, The Witcher, Elden Ring, let me see, Ender Buckley, Final Fight. Oh, that was a good one.
Final Fight is my shit.
That was a good one. Let me see, Starfield, Indigo Prophecy, Jade Empire. I did buy Jade Empire twice. Now that I think about it, I bought that bad boy twice.
Going back and trying to play some of those, you were like, man, this feels totally different.
Oh yeah, like yeah. And then Flames or Naruto Storm. For the hey man, those Naruto Ninja Storm games, that was my first like anime arena fighter where I really put time into, like the Ninja Storm series. That was it for me. Red Dead Redemption 1 3 times. Too many games to count. Main culprits are fighting games and Monster Hunter games because no crossplay.
Monster Hunter Wilds has a beta that came out. Bro, I have been bobbing and weaving that game. Because let me tell you something. Monster Hunter World consumed my entire life when that game. I'm talking about I took days off from work to play that.
Bro.
Yo, I'm like, yo, this should not be happening, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I've been avoiding Monster Hunter Wilds.
No,
avoiding it.
Same here. I haven't even installed it. I have PlayStation Plus, didn't play it early. Because that is a backlog killer. And that's what this episode's called. So that Call of Duty's been a backlog killer for me. I've been ignoring work. Like I got a game I'm reviewing. I've been like, I've been using excuses. I'm like, somebody called me. All right, yeah, let's go. Let's run. Like I've been running with people. Hashtag Baron is not a good gamer friend. Is no longer, well, it's still in the play because I'm still kind of bad, but I've been running with people. I want y'all to know I've been playing in lobbies with folks. I've been in Xbox Live party chats. Like I've been in Discords. I'm playing with. I'm running games with folks. So
and I would just think I have to give you props for beating Lost Odyssey because let me show you something real quick.
What was it, 4-disc?
Yeah. I just happened to look.
Yeah,
that's 4-disc.
But here's the good thing about the 4-disc. The first disc is the longest one.
Okay.
The first disc is the longest one. So like when you originally play that, you're literally getting your team together, and you know that first disc is the longest part. You know, because you're trying to figure out what the war is about.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm gonna have back here.
Yeah. So I had finished it again last year. Like I said, I wound up buying it. This was long before we even got into Backlog Barbarians. It was on sale quietly. I had tweeted it out. It was on sale in the Microsoft store for $10.
Oh yeah, see.
and then it went to like $5. I think it's back to like $14 now. But any one of those price points is a steal.
Yeah.
And I feel like at one point they gave it away.
At one point they did give it away.
I was gonna say, I remember that. Was it Twitch? Was it? Or am I tripping?
No, I think it was Xbox. Like a long.
I think it was Xbox. Yeah, he's right. But you know what? You know what game I cannot, and I don't know why. Maybe you guys could help me. I don't know if it's a. Did anybody play Outrun 2006 on the 360?
Let me see. Outrun.
Outrun. Why does that sound familiar?
Nope. I can't find anybody that's played that on. It's one of the greatest games on the 360.
Oh, I did not play this.
Why does that sound? Look, I'm gonna get to typing. Y'all about to hear my keyboard.
I'm telling you, does anybody? Am I the only one here that remembers that?
I remember the Outrun series, but I don't.
I never played Outrun.
What?
Because it was in the arcades, right?
Well,
like
the regular Outrun. I think this one was console only.
Okay.
Oh, somebody said Harry Potter. Y'all know what that means.
Oh yeah, we just got through that. Nobody remembers Outrun 2000. Team Slytherin in the building.
Yeah.
Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast. Xbox will not re-release that game. I don't know why. I think there's some politics going on with that, but that was one of the greatest games for bro. I had that game for the 360, man.
You know what's a trip, man? I'm still. Oh, go ahead.
No, on eBay they're selling like the physical copy of that game for like $500.
Damn.
I shit you not.
I'm about to look right now.
Bro, and you know what's so trippy? I'm just bugged out on how there's no like that whole genre of the closest thing we have to that genre of like driver type games is Mafia. And that I was talking about that with Mafia 3. Like that is the last remnant of the whole series where the game is built around you really being a driver. Like they don't say it, they don't lean in with that, but you're driving most of that game. Remember what was it, Stuntman? We had
Stuntman.
Yeah, there was a whole thing like that. That was a whole genre.
You had Driver.
You
had. It's funny.
There was a few there was a couple of Need for Speeds that kind of fit into that.
EA needs to bring back Road Rash. I need Road Rash.
Smoke Jam, like that used to do.
Yo, I used to love to race in that game and kick the shit out of people and hit them over the head with clubs and watch them go flying into oncoming traffic. That was the best.
Wasn't there one on
Road Rash?
What wasn't there one on was it Sega CD or Sega Saturn where they had it looked more like a realistic, like they recorded people riding motorcycles.
It sucked. It sucked. It did not translate well. Yeah, it sucked.
So what's that other game where you can either pick? So this was like PS1 era. I know we're getting off the topic.
No. These are games. These are games we played. Like that was literally a genre game.
That's what this is, baby.
Yeah,
that's what this is. We trying to find these games.
Because it's like PS1 era. You could be on a bike, a skateboard, what's the thing where you lay down on it and go down the street?
Street luge.
Yeah. But you can knock other people off of theirs so you can like win the race.
Yes.
Oh man.
I forgot. I knew what you're talking about though. But remember last week on the show, I was saying I want to see more games like SSX and SSX.
And this is one of those.
Come back and 720. Like Skate or Die. We don't see much of like many of those games. Even remember games like on Nintendo, like I think the last one to do it was Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games, track and field. We don't see games like that anymore.
This was the first Olympics where they didn't come out. Well, not first, but this was the most recent one where they didn't do a Sonic and Mario Olympics. That was pretty trippy.
I would say this, Julian, if you can. I need help trying to find Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast. I'll take it physical that isn't $1,000.
Man,
I randomly go to like Goodwills and like
Oh
the
yeah.
half-price books and stuff just to see what pops up.
Oh yeah. For
Yeah,
us, it's
well,
Desert
I would love
Industries.
it. I would love it if you could find that game for you and you could hit me up. If it's because, like I said, on eBay right now, it's ridiculous. On
Yeah.
Amazon, ridiculous what they want for it. And then the crazy thing about it is, I don't even know if you can even still play it, even with it being physical, because I don't know if
Yeah.
if the license was still good. Because I know the original reason why they put it in moratorium was because of regional licensing. So I don't know how that's going to work.
Oh.
You know.
Man, oh, and this is from Lord Metroid, member for 11 months. Appreciate you. Play Super Metroid, a masterpiece. Great show. Thank you so much, man. Look,
Oh,
hey,
all right, Metroid, I got you.
yeah, hey, man. I used to,
Oh.
you know what? That, which one was on Game Boy Advance? Did they remake, Super Metroid, Advanced or something like that? There was a Metroid on the Game Boy Advance that I remember beating, and I was shocked. I
Oh,
beat that and then a Castlevania.
yeah, that's out of my realm.
Yeah, hey, look,
I don't like Metroid.
man, look,
I do not like Metroid. I could never get jiggy with that game.
having to finally unlock the rockets and then fight. Yeah, I remember I played a lot of that. And then what was it, Mega Man X? I played a lot of that.
That was my shit.
Yeah, that was the one with Zero. Or I'm sorry, Mega Man Zero. That's the one I played with the dude with the sword. I was freaking hooked on that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Fusion or Zero Mission. I think Fusion is the one.
I remember Fusion and Zero Mission.
Yeah, I think Fusion is the one I played on the GBA. GBA was a hit, man. But okay,
Yeah, man.
look, we went there. We definitely so how's Call of Duty? This is the one we're gonna end it with, right? How's Call of Duty ruining y'all backlog run right now?
It's not really ruining mine.
Okay.
Because I'm very much a one and done kind of player with Call of Duty. Like I love the campaign. I don't get caught up in the multiplayer because I realize I'm just not good at it. So it isn't fun for me. So I stay out. I know where my lane is. You know, I know what side my bread is buttered on. I love the campaigns, which is why I've always been a fan of the Ghost Recon games, because I love those campaign style games. So they killed with this campaign. I mean, they killed. The only element I don't like of it is more of the open world element. I love the stealth part of the game. I love that it feels very much like the things that were going on in the 90s. I think they nailed that feel. I just listen, man. 9 out of 10, man, on the campaign, man.
Dang.
That's 9 out of 10.
That's what I've been hearing. That's what
No,
I've been
I
hearing.
have yet to hear anything bad about it.
No, it's incredible. And it's gorgeous.
Mm.
And it's gorgeous.
Look, man, the Backlog Barbarians has definitely adjusted the way I approach games. Like, I'm using weapons I never would use. I'm playing loud and obnoxious instead of stealth everything I can. And so much so that even within my multiplayer run, I've been using LMGs. And one thing I learned about the LMG is you don't have to have great aim. You just keep pulling that trigger, baby. And I think my hit percentage is like 13%, but I'm sitting over a 1 KD. Like I got gold LMGs, and it's fun when you got 200 rounds because you spraying and literally praying. And I feel like I'm playing an arcade shooter. Like I'm playing Alien. In the arcade, I'm just sitting there holding the gun. Down, it's horrible.
Oh yeah, you just shooting. You ain't even aiming.
I'm just shooting, and man, it is wonderful and it's fun. But yeah, so Call of Duty is definitely like I want to play right now. I'm over here looking like I'm fiending, I'm itching and stuff. Like, hey man, like we almost done. Like we had like I just want to play a little duty before I go back to my review. Like I'm just play a little bit.
Because the hard part is like sometimes it's like, okay, what game can I get in and out real quick and like get that certain level of that serotonin or whatever real quick. And it's right now it's Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's definitely in so many different ways. You can either do that in zombies, you could do that in multi, and you could do that in the campaign. And the campaign is very replayable. Very much so.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Very
like
much.
some of the stuff that they're doing with it. I've only played like the first chapters, but so far I'm liking what they've been doing with it. Like there's some
Yeah,
new stuff in there. Yeah.
yeah. I think Xbox should keep up with this cadence of not releasing Call of Duty every year. I think we get a much better game. I think it allows them to focus on whatever period of time that they're in and really nail down like all the key elements of said time period, as opposed to, kind of what I call iPhoning the game.
Mhm.
Putting out the same game every year and just changing the number. you know so I think if they can keep it to every other year, we're going to get Call of Duties like this a lot more often, and it's better for us, man.
True.
It's better for
Yeah.
us. So
True.
I'm hoping for the best on that. But before we get into anything else, I want to give y'all really quick, who's in the chat, the free games of the week that I found on Twitch. So if you have Twitch and Amazon Prime, there's some good games that you can download for free right now. They're still giving away BioShock, Doom Eternal, and Death's Door, but now they have Guardians of the Galaxy, which is quietly an incredible game. The Mafia Definitive Edition game is free on Twitch if you have Amazon Prime. Plague Tale Innocence, free. All right? Go get them games, man. If you have Amazon Prime,
those are hitters.
If you have Amazon Prime and you give them money every month, take advantage of it. If you have Twitch, those are the free games of the week. Go get them.
Yep, I'm clicking right now.
Yeah, I'm about to go through mine if my clicking wasn't so damn loud.
BioShock is still there. Doom Eternal is still there. Guardians of the Galaxy, which quietly ended up being an incredible game, that is now there. And Mafia, the Definitive Edition, is there. So that's the best of the best.
Man, look, y'all please go out and get them games. You already paid for it. Like, you already paid for it with your membership.
You already paid for it with your membership, man. So take advantage, man. They are yours as long as they're willing to let you keep it. Why not?
Part. Get it. But no, man.
Yeah.
So I've avoided Monster Hunter Wilds, and I'm glad I did because I got so many other games, and then there's Duty. But what games are you looking to start getting into that are upcoming? Like, I know we have Stalker 2, we have Indiana Jones coming up. We have there's something else that's launching. We just had Dragon Age launch. What was that? Yes, 2 days ago. And I just, there's so many games that I have to play, but I still need to play Metaphor, Dragon Age. But I'm working on this game that's another one that's about to eat up all my life. But look, what games are you guys getting ready, looking forward to playing that's coming up in the next couple weeks?
I'll probably let Julian start this one because I know I'm going to piss people off when I tell them I'm really not that interested in Dragon Age at all. I have no intention on playing it.
That's fair.
And I'm not that excited about Indiana Jones.
That's fair.
Yeah, but really, I think you just named, from what I can think off the top of my head, I definitely want to support Stalker 2. I watched that documentary. I've always planned on supporting that studio just with everything they've been going through.
Agreed.
I heard it's pretty difficult. So we'll see.
It is.
Yeah.
I got to play it. It is very difficult.
Yeah, fancy guy over here.
No, I'm not going to do this. But look, so much love, Lord Metroid, for the $2 super chat. Dragon Quest 3 2D HD remake day.
I definitely want to play that one. There you go, right there. Definitely want to play that.
They did the 2D, the 2.5D thing, right, with it, like they did with Octopath. Bro, if they go through and do that treatment to every one of these games, I'm there. Like, I bought Front Mission, the Front Mission remake. I bought. Look, you see, I bought. Look. Bought. That's why we're Backlog Barbarians. Look, the shame.
This fucking guy, man.
Look. Hey, I'm doing better though. I will say, since my family's starting to get active. I'm hearing all the kids. Look, let me wrap this up. So, since starting Backlog Barbarians, I've beaten over 8 games. And Like, and this is we were only on episode 4, so it's been
Yeah.
about 2 months.
Yeah, I'm just we got Julian hype.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
when we started the show, he's like, "Fuck that, I'm in here today."
yeah. He jumped in. I was
He
like,
ain't cool.
yeah,
He ain't
let's
cool
go.
nobody. He ain't
Yeah.
call nobody. No emails. He just popped up at the crib. He just popped up at the crib.
And I love that. And you're
I
always
absolutely
welcome.
love it.
You're always welcome.
I absolutely love it. I was hyped when I seen him jump in.
Oh, me too. Look, I adjusted the screen. I minimized the logo. It's ready for you now. Like now on the next run, you just jump in and it's already gonna be set up.
Because the baby had just gone down for a nap, so I was like, I'm gonna jump in real quick.
Oh yeah, man, yeah,
bro. That's what this is all. Look, my family's starting to get lively, but no, I'm telling you, I've beaten a lot of games, but so I'm working through it. I'm even playing Midnight Suns. I'm working through that.
Ooh, I want to play that.
I started it over because it's no cross progression. So I played it on my console, but now I'm playing it on my ROG Ally, so I can so I can play on the go. And I started over and I'm loving it. It's so much lore in that game, guys. Midnight Suns and the one you mentioned, the Guardians of the Galaxy. Those are easily some of the best Marvel games out there. Like they were poorly marketed. I'll say poorly marketed. But they're some of the best Marvel experience. They mentioned Fing Fang Foom within the first hour of Midnight Suns. Like this is an obscure enemy in the Marvel universe, and they mentioned him within the first hour. Like that, like it's so much lore there. I mean, stuff about Spitfire, freaking Moon Knight. Like it's so much lore in that game. If you're a Marvel nerd, you for sure need to play Midnight Suns.
It did end up being a sleeper hit.
Yeah.
Quietly. I think it got a couple of nods at the Game Awards too, if I'm not mistaken. It wasn't a game that was very well marketed, but again, you can't keep a good game down.
Yeah.
And then once people got into it, they were like, holy shit, which is similar in the case of Guardians of the Galaxy. Like people looked at it initially and it wasn't the most visually impressive game until you play it and then you realize, holy shit, this game is fucking fun. What else? Vampire Survivors. Very simplistic in how it looks, but the game is naturally addictive. And the best part about all of the games that I mentioned, I think all of them are under $50
easy
upon release.
Yeah,
now probably even cheaper.
Yeah, no, you're right. Because I picked up the collector's edition of Marvel of Guardians of the Galaxy, and that was like $30, and it came sealed and everything. But all of those games are cheap right now. You could definitely go pick them up. They're all on sale like right now. I want to say somebody just gave away Guardians of the Galaxy. Was it Twitch? Somebody just gave it away.
Yeah, Twitch.
Yeah,
I just announced it. Twitch is
there you go.
giving it away.
Yeah, no, that's why I was tripping. I was like, I heard you. I heard that. I was like, wait a minute. No, you just said that. I told you I'm tired. Look at me. I'm hanging in there by a thread.
Twitch, if you have an Amazon Prime account, is quietly a low-key gold mine, especially if you want to play backlog games. Like like I said, they're still giving away BioShock and Doom Eternal right now. Those are huge games, and I'm not talking huge in terms of what they sold. I'm just talking culturally in terms of this gaming space. Doom Eternal was a huge turnaround for Doom, and BioShock is just one of them games, baby.
Yeah.
You know,
no gods or kings, only man. Oh man, would you kindly please? If you've never played BioShock, please go play that game.
You are bugging.
That's one of those games I wish I could like erase the memory of and go back and play fresh. Like it's one of those games. Like it's it truly, yeah, for sure. But folks, we're hitting that time. Julian, let folks know where they can find you.
Cool. Yeah, so on YouTube, just changed my name on there, so you should just be able to look up at True Nerd, TRUNRD. On Twitter, I think I'm just Julian_DDP. Twitch, King Julian_DDP. But yeah, check out the Game Fanatics, check out True Nerd. Definitely still posting a lot of content in both of those spaces. We're trying to run up that YouTube, so definitely check
Run
out.
it up, y'all.
Yeah, y'all make sure go out and subscribe, please.
Got some cool stuff coming. I got I'm about to unbox something here once I get off of here. So cool. But yeah, that's me. Appreciate you all having me on.
Yeah, come on, man. Mike, let them know where they can find you.
I am Geek Life Mike. You can always find me on Twitter. You can find me with Baron Jules and any one of my brethren here out in the gaming space. I am the senior gaming editor at gstylemag.com. So go check that out. We do lifestyle tech. I cover gaming. Not to mention, if you're in New York or the tri-state area, I am generally all over the place. Wherever there's tech, wherever there's gaming, you can find me there. And I'm all over in your favorite podcast, just talking everyday logical gaming as a PlayStation gamer, and just trying to have a good time. So I just want to make sure I thank Julian once again for coming in. Hope you come back. If the baby cooperates,
right?
If the baby cooperates. Shout out to everybody in the chat. So let me just do the roll call real quick.
Yeah.
Shout out to Enda. Shout out to Metroid. Shout out to Arcade. Shout out to Dallas. You already know. Fame.
Yeah.
Who else was in the building? Tal. Shout out to you. Nisa. Shout out to you. Arcade. Shout out to you. Everybody. Dion. Shout out to you. Everybody that popped out. Much love, man. We here to talk these games. And just enjoy it. Please, somebody find Outrun 2006 for me. Coast to coast.
Right.
So man, much love. Happy Sunday, y'all.
Man, I hate that the internet got everybody into collecting even the secondhand stores, because now they know what they got. But you go in the secondhand store, pay $60 for a game. Like, come on, man, that ain't supposed to happen.
Come on,
here.
Man.
Like, y'all, this is a secondhand store. You got it for free. Come on. But yes, folks, I'm Baron J67 anywhere I want you to find me, and then make sure to get all your news from lv1gaming.com. And we have our big celebration of gaming coming up on November 16th. That's going to be our big celebration. We're going to be live for 8 hours. And then funny enough, after them 8 hours, and that next morning on November 17th, that's when you're going to have the 5th episode of Backlog Barbarians, because we don't take no time off, because this is what we do. And that's why we have 2-week breaks.
And hopefully Jules will be in the building.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Oh yeah, we gonna make. I'm gonna be sitting here full on pandered out, like just sitting here looking like this. But we gonna make it work. We gonna make it happen. But so yes, make sure to pin that in November. I'm gonna open up the calendar and make sure I got it right. Yep, 2 weeks from now, November 17th, we'll be live again at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Much love to everyone, and let me drop this link before we go. If the holiday season is here, and if you guys are looking to buy a gift for a loved one who's a gamer, or you just want to get something cool for yourself, use this code. Use code LV1Gaming over at Avid Products. Click this link in the chat, and you get 10% off, plus you get free shipping. But yeah, much love, everyone. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe and all that other good stuff. Y'all go have a good Sunday. Pray for the Bears. Much love and peace.